didn't make it in time. Kellogg was working with the Institute, and he gave them Sean.
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
No, Mr. Metal for Hands doesn't know how to get back to the factory.
No, I skipped that part of the orientation film while they were busy pulling me apart and putting me back together again. Look, the sad thing is, I have no idea.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is, or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
What about him?
He had to have a way in and out. But am I right in thinking he's not available for a chinwag?
We can talk to him. Feel like holding a seance?
A literal dead end, huh?
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
So, what now?
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Who's this Dr. Amari?
I'll let her give you her life story in person. Let's stay focused. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
I'm gonna need a really sharp ice cream scoop.
I'm sure you'll manage.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm gonna introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
Anything else you can tell me about the Memory Den?
It's in Good Neighbor, a little slice of trouble northeast a ways. The Memory Den ain't just a fancy name, it's literal. A lot of people give up all their caps just to relive the good parts of their lives. Over and over. But not us. We're gonna try to dive deep into someone else's mind. I can meet you there, or we can head out together.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Hey,
Where to?
Piper.
You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
You said something about the railroad.
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive. Ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor. A code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want. Especially if it's high tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... let's just say they have their own agenda.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? As far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth. They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point.
We should get going.
All right.
The only thing I'm ready for is danger and awesome. Pew, pew, pew!
I'm afraid hard-earned caps is all we've got to offer, honey. Anyway, the client is a fisherman who lives on the edge of the Commonwealth, Kenji Nakano. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
So, is the fedora and trench coat mandatory when solving these cases?
Because I'm thinking smoking pipe and British accent.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, Gumshoe. The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
Drinks! The finest liquor moonshiners can brew, right here.
Earl Sterling used to work here, right?
Poor Earl. Gone just like that. Such a good bartender. Good friend. Oh, terrible with women, mind you. Bull in china shop with them. You with Valentine's Detective Agency? I forgot to drop off Earl's key when I hired you people. Here, I hope you find out what happened. Security does nothing but yell at me for asking about it. Now, let me pour you a drink. Come on.
Not now.
You sure? Ah, well.
Whatever it is, leave me out of it. The Institute? I ain't scared of them. No, really. I swear.
Hmm?
like that, I'm gonna start thinking you're a simp.
Semi cares about you. All disco me.
Hey, Doc.
This better be an emergency.
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Let me see. This is Dr. Crocker's deplorable handwriting, all right. Looks like Earl Sterling was one of his patients. The procedure noted here is mundane. Low-risk cosmetic work. Dr. Crocker never performed it, however. Said Earl vanished before he paid. Now, let's get back to talking about your medical needs.
Where is Doc Crocker?
Last time I saw him, he had to get something out of the surgery cellar. Probably just had to wash some needles or move some storage around. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
I need to get into the cellar, Doctor.
What does this look like? A public outhouse? You know what? Don't answer. Why on earth would I let you down there?
Look, I need to get down there. Now, are you gonna help me or not?
No. There's no need for that. You want to visit a basement? Fine. Here. Just don't touch anything. Please.
Just about done. Our little mistake is finally going to be corrected. Oh, naughty. You're not supposed to be down here, but that's okay. I can fix that. I can fix anything.
Yeah, you fixed things, all right. Fixed yourself some time in a Diamond City jail cell.
Jail cell? You don't get it, do you? Doc Crocker isn't going to jail. He's going to go back to his surgery, where people love him. And they love him because Doc Crocker never loses patience. He just makes people happy.
So you were performing surgery, and Earl didn't make it. Is that it?
I, might have had just a bit of jet before operating, so I nipped a few arteries I shouldn't have.
Why would people think the Institute took Earl Sterling?
That's what they do. That's what they've always done. As long as there's no body, everyone just assumes. And that's why Earl's body needs to go away.
So that's what you were doing? Cutting Earl's body up?
You can't just get rid of 200 pounds of cadaver without attracting attention. Fortunately, the butcher shop is close by. If their trash pile just happens to have an extra box of rotten meat every week, who would think to look too closely?
You really think you can get away with this?
Get away with this? Don't you know who I am? I'm Doc Crocker. Doc Crocker never does anything wrong. And once this is all over, no one will have any reason to question that.
Oh, screw this. Say hi to Earl for me.
This?
What's going on here? Is that Dr. Crocker?
Better in our hands anyway.
Doc,
I think you owe me an explanation. What happened here?
did you know what Doc Crocker was doing down here?
That's Earl Sterling's body, isn't it? Somewhere in the back of my mind, I knew he had gone through with the surgery. So, Earl didn't just vanish. The procedure went badly, and Dr. Crocker was just trying to cover it up.
You let this happen, Doctor. You could have stopped this.
You're right. I should have known Dr. Crocker wasn't in any condition to continue practicing medicine. I should have known he killed Earl. Please, just go. I'll send the report to security and clean up this mess.
Why'd you do it? We could have talked him down.
Hey,
Point the way.
Piper.
Hey, here. Something to keep you sharp. Always worked for me.
Your thoughts?
Need a countdown on the Institute's favorite people?
We should get going.
All right.
Hey there, mister. advice? Never call your mother a simp unless she really is one. Yikes.
Miss Perkins.
So, you find out where Earl Sterling ran off to?
Earl's not doing a lot of running anymore. Being chopped to bits by Doc Crocker will do that.
Crocker killed Earl? Gone as long as he was, I figured maybe Raiders or the Institute, but Crocker? Where's the doc now? Rotting in a cell, I hope.
Well, he's rotten somewhere.
Somewhere? What do you... Oh. Oh my god. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Here, take this. Sounds like you earned it. I'll send word along. Let everyone down at the Dugout Inn know what happened. Shame it couldn't be better news. Thanks again for closing this one out.